What is the difference between finance and accounts? Most of the time, we are confused with finance and accounts. Accounting and finance may be closely related fields, but they focus on different parts of an organization's physical operations. Accounting looks back to the company's past financial transactions, whereas finance look forward to plan future acquisition of assets. Accounting and finance are important to the success of any business. However, they are not the same. The key difference between finance and accounting comes down to how they consider a company's financial records. Now, we'll look into what are the major differences between finance and accounts. What is the scope and focus? The accounting information is helpful for understanding the financial position of the business. Accounting is the recording, maintaining and reporting of companies' financial records, responsible for ensuring that all financial transactions are correctly entered into the general ledger. Every transaction needs to be recorded and accounted for properly so that the company's financial statements are accurate. Accounting focuses on money in and out of a company. Finance is a looking forward. All value comes from the future. The professional in finance focus less on reporting and more managing an organization's money. The finance focus on how to manage the assets and liabilities. Finance is a part of economics which is concerned with the resource allocation and management. Study the capital market and funds for the business for making future strategies. Associated with managing money and acquiring needed funds, including budgeting, forecasting, lending, saving, investing, and borrowings. Next, approach. What are the approach finance and accounting are taking? As accounting, measuring financial performance, the backward looking, company's past financial transactions. The accounting provides a snapshot of an organization's financial situation using past and present transactional data. Hence, it's applying the accrual method of accounting. If you look at the finance is a futuristic and forward-looking. Finance is useful in forecasting the performance of the entity in the future. Finance focus less on reporting and more on managing an organization's money. The finance is looking at the out-of-the-box thinking. It's a research-oriented and analytical point of view. It's well-informed in the current markets and industry situation. They can able to analyze accordingly. They have to apply on that. Then, what is the responsibilities for accounting and finance? Accounting is more about accurate reporting of what has already happened and compliance with the laws and standards. Ensured all the applicable accounting standards and guidelines, accounting practices, ethics, business laws and tax laws and accounting theory complied. Accounting is a conservative and modest in recording anticipated profits. Rule-based thinking. And accounting is a quantitative and computational skills. And the detailed and it's a procedural oriented. If you look at the finance is a forming, strategizing, adding value to the investors. Finance is a research-oriented and analytical. Finance professionals often evaluate and control or govern the monetary resources, investments and assets of an organization with a focus on profitability. They have to focus on risk-taking and the result and the profit-driven. The next is a subject proficiency. The subject proficiency about the finance and accounts. So, accounting professional should have the knowledge about auditing, taxation, IGAAP, Indian accounting standards, IFRS, and business laws, and management accounting and cost accounting. If you look at the finance is a broader term for the management of assets and liabilities and the planning for future growth. Finance is about looking forward and growing a pot of money or mitigating losses. If you want to understand more about the finance, you are likely to spend time on macroeconomics and international finance, as well as on the financial engineering and the corporate finance. Then what are the roles of accounting? The accounting roles are accountant, auditor, tax consultant, cost accounting managers, accounts receivable or accounts payable executive. If you look at the roles of finance, the investment banker, the financial broker, financial manager, financial analyst. So, outcome statement of accounting and finance. Accounting focuses on cash inflow and outflow, reconciling a company's financial statement and records, and managing reports. Financial statements, including income statements, balance sheet, and statement of cash flow, that are used to understand the organization financials position at any given point of time. And wherever possible, they're trying to compare with budget analysis also. They're trying to identify the various analysis between what is the current performance and the budgeted performances. If you look at the finance, those who work in the finance often deal with others outside the organization, such as government agencies, banks, investment firms, and stockholders and suppliers. They are the market-faced people. Finance uses accounting reports and documents to develop the strategies that improve growth and profitability for their businesses. For that, they are using capital budgeting, working capital management, ratio analysis, risk analysis, and the leverage analysis. These are the major difference between finance and accounts. Accounting is identifying, recording, and communicating of an organization's economic growth. That means financial results. Finance is the management of money, including investing, saving, lending, and budgeting. Accounting is a subset of finance. It is not just about the shifting or deploying money, but it is more about the management or control of money. Understanding finance and accounts not only help our career in the financial sector or business, but also be helpful in our day-to-day life, enable us to make better financial decisions. Thank you.